EFCC operatives left several people injured after opening fire to disperse a youth conference and arrest guests during an overnight raid of a hotel in Enugu, witnesses said. Agents believed to be from the Anti-Graft Department field office in Enugu arrived at Castle Majestic in Ogui, about 10 kilometers southwest of the city center, just before midnight, causing serious disruption and commotion, a witness said. The operation appeared to have first been posted on Twitter between 2 a.m. and 3 a.m. Friday by a user with the name Ike Oraifite. The handle said operatives broke into rooms without apparent warrant and arrested several guests before disrupting a youth gathering that was underway at the hotel's conference room. At least 40 guests were feared driven away by operatives who reportedly arrived in 5 unregistered vehicles, including 2 Toyota Hilux buses. It was not immediately clear whether or not the agencies had prepared cases against the over 40 suspects arrested prior to the raid. The hotel proprietor was reportedly beaten by the agent who went on to forcibly collect master access to all rooms in the hotel, subsequently breaking in on sleeping guests with little regard for their privacy. Some people were injured as they scampered for safety after officers fired into the air and used tear gas upon arrival. None of the injuries came from gunshots, witnesses said. A front desk officer at the hotel confirmed the presence of the anti-graft operatives overnight, but said he could not immediately comment as the management was holding a meeting to discuss the incident. Those who were at the hotel have reportedly called for a march to the agency's office in Enugu, although the Gazette could not immediately identify organizers or whether or not it would hold. An EFCC spokesperson in Abuja did not immediately answer calls from the Gazette seeking comment about the operation, but a video shared by Ike Oraifite showed a man said to be an EFCC officer discussing the purpose of the operation to a bewildered group of persons inside the hotel's conference room that was broken into. The official, whose identity the Gazette could not immediately obtain, said agents were there to conduct a diligent operation and not to harass guests. Ike Oraifite described the official's action as damage control, apparently after noticing that some people had captured the raid and its aftermath on video. The raid came as EFCC was coming under fire from Nigerians who feared the tactics was growing abusive and violent. Over the past 2 months, agents have stormed hotels in Lagos, breaking into rooms to arrest guests without presenting warrants of showing respect for people's fundamental right to privacy and dignity. On Monday, EFCC agents from Ibadan entered Abeokuta, raiding at least 3 hotels and 2 nightclubs. At least 1 hotel guest was shot and a woman narrated how she was violated by an officer who inserted his finger into her vagina. Wow. The agency justified its disregard for women's privacy in response to the outrage that greeted the raid of Paconia Hotel, Lagos. It also explained its ongoing crackdown on internet fraudsters and other white-collar crime syndicates across the country, saying their criminal exploits have been costing the country immense international goodwill. Like, seriously? Hey, what about these local politicians? If money that are being budgeted are used judiciously, believe you me, Nigeria would have a different look as we speak. The politicians that are stealing billions of naira, why would all these people not be involved? Why would they not be involved? You don't have a good system in the first place. You see all those who are decamping from one place to another. Is that a good integrity? So even those who are saying some people are corrupt, like Faneka that went to join, that has just joined the APC. Now we know the case hanging on him. How far? How now that you accuse him, because these people, it's just an accusation or allegation. Did you treat those people like that? Did you bust into their private rooms or their houses and begin to do all these things? We are hearing billions of naira that these people have been allegedly accused of stealing, yet you don't go there and do all those nonsense. Some people be telling you that even if they show warrants, letter of warrants or whatever, that will people obey. But don't you do the same thing with do you do the same thing with the so-called politicians? So what are we talking about? Who are the people giving us bad names in this country? Is it not the same, the politicians? When you are doing all manner of things, stealing, and nothing happens, why would the younger ones not go into crime? Because they know that they cannot come into the government. They can do other things. You guys have not even set good example. You want to be blaming your children. Why you yourself have not been able to do the right thing? You are doing the awkward things and you expect the children to learn on their own. This attitude of this AFCC is getting too much. It's getting too much, honestly. Well, Biafra and Yahoo boy centers, EFCC go ahead and raid them. Hey, Yahoo boy is better than a Hausa Fulani terrorist. Yahoo boys are better than terrorists. What EFCC is doing now, if true, is more damaging to Nigeria internationally. It's more damaging. You can hear what the Canadian court said. For the fact that they did not give the police who came to seek asylum, that is even a small issue, a minor thing. But the way they describe Nigeria police force, and you think it's a good thing, things are supposed to be done the way they ought to be done. Do they even have shame? They don't even have shame. What EFCC is doing is more damaging. Useless idiot, you are busy arresting innocents and people in hotel while your leader cannot even speak on the real devils financing insurgency. Misplaced priority. That is how you want us to be one Nigeria. We are no longer safe in our own land. EFCC are the one of the terrorists and bandits that are causing problem for this country, Nigeria. The way and manner at which they operate and do things are harmful to citizens and businesses. They should be reformed. Nigeria now, wow, since when do they learn to shoot? If people begin to shoot them now, they will target IPOP, bunch of fools. Nemesis will catch you up. Your oga slump, so shall all of you. One by one. Fulani EFCC. Nigeria as a nation is a lawless country where the government decides to do what pleases them at any time without anyone questioning them. Any countries ruled by corrupt leaders are always in a big mess. We have people who are corrupt. The leaders are corrupt. So the problem we have in this country is that we don't have good leadership. These are the people who will still come back and begin to hunt other people that they are corrupt. Is that not funny? This is getting out of hand and nobody is talking until the EFCC will barge into a hotel and humiliate a senator and his girlfriend. It's happening to the common man now and it seems cool.